Welcome back, everyone. We're doing another reaction video today to the new Joker trailer that just dropped. The one with Joaquin Phoenix. We'll see. Check it out. See how it's good. I haven't heard much on this. I don't know. I'm hesitant to see if it'll be a good movie, but Joaquin is a very method actor, so he could actually just like kind of land into the role and just like knock it out of the park. I've seen like stills of the trailer, and from what he does, he looks pretty decent. But yeah, maybe we should just get into it and reflect on it. So let's do that.
Arthur, does it help to have someone to talk to?
That's a little bit creepy.
My mother always tells me to smile and put on a happy face. She told me I had a purpose to bring laughter and joy to the world. Hey, stop them!
Very creepy. Ooh.
Is it just me? Or is it getting crazier out there?
Jesus.
Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by.
What?
If you smile to your fear and sorrow, smile, and maybe tomorrow you'll find that life is still worthwhile.
What's so funny? Freak?
Gotham has lost its way. What kind of coward would do something that cold-blooded? Someone who hides behind a mask.
I used to think that my life was a tragedy. But now I realize it's a comedy.
This looks dark as fuck.
You just
Okay, I'm not too sure on that actually. I'm not sure what to make on that. Like usually for those kind of films you can kind of gauge whether it's going to be like a comedy-esque dark story. I can't tell if the Joker's going to be a good guy in this or if it's going to be from his perspective that he is a good guy. That'd be a really interesting if we did from his perspective, thinking he was the hero and stuff, and him liberating the city. That could actually be really interesting if they played it that way. I don't know. It looks very interesting. It doesn't seem like your typical comic book film. Just trying to think of anything you could relate it to, and I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Bar really The Dark Knight, but obviously I'm not going to compare Heath Ledger's performance to his one yet, because I think Heath Ledger's is probably the best Joker one. Who knows? Joaquin Phoenix's one could be amazing, but I think like just that kind of the idea where it's kind of from his perspective slightly be interesting. It seems like it's based in an older time zone. I wonder if they're going to do the thing where they do in Gotham, the TV show, where it's like it feels like it's in like the 60s or 70s, but then they have phones and everything. Like they're really advanced, but like they're still back with like old school cars and tech and stuff, or at least the mass-produced stuff, and then the stuff in the city is quite advanced. If it's going to be like that ideal, that'd be kind of interesting, although it is a bit confusing at times when you're hopping in between Gotham and trying to figure out if it's modern day or if it's like back in the 60s but with technology advanced. So it's a bit of a weird twist. Just with like the whole outfits and everything, everyone seems, or it could even be like late 80s or early 80s. I don't know. It's weird. It just has those vibes, but definitely seems interesting. I'm not too sure on it. I'm intrigued, so like I'm not going to say it's going to be bad or anything, but obviously can't say that because you haven't seen it. But I'm definitely intrigued. It could be, who knows, it could be a very interesting performance. And as I was saying before, Joaquin Phoenix is a very good performer. So if he signed on for something, like, it's usually pretty darn good, or it's one of those kind of artsy fartsy projects that he does that doesn't see the light of day. But normally his stuff is pretty decent. Like that, I think his last major film was Her, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, no, Her was a few years ago, so he's probably had something in between since then. But that was a really good film. I Walked the Line, so he's very good at personifying it. So it'd be interesting if he goes for maybe taking on Heath Ledger's approach, where, I don't know, I suppose he's not really that approach because he seems like he's more of a psychiatric victim or something than anything. Like, when with Heath Ledger's, it was a person who was military trained in that background, because he had weapons training and all that kind of stuff, and they thought he was from the background. It wasn't explained fully in The Dark Knight, but yeah, he does. It seems really good. I can't put my finger on it how it's going to turn out, but I don't know. I'm definitely interested. It definitely looks really good. I'm not too sure how I feel about the whole face makeup, but it makes sense. I assume it's going to make sense from the film, the way he's been going, and maybe him transitioning more and more into Joker. Be really good. I have a feeling he's probably going to kill his mother in it. That's probably going to be the turning point of the film, where he goes from, I forget the Joker's real name. I know he's had a couple different personifications of him, but I can't remember what his main name is. When he eventually transitions from his kind of civilian, blah de blah, retail salesperson kind of shtick, whatever you call it, into eventually becoming full-fledged Joker and kind of becoming that anarchist. I wonder what the tipping point will be. I do hope it's going to be the mother murder in a sense, just so we can kind of see that kind of like that flip switch. Be interesting, very interesting. But yeah, we'll end it there. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.